Hey, how you doing, folks? It's King Grimy. I'm back again. I'm now doing this video with my new Kodak PIXPRO AZ251 camera, and I'm going to show y'all the new K&N Cold Air Intake that I had installed on the truck. Alright, let's drop this good. Get out. And voila! The K&N Cold Air Intake in all of its glory. Sorry that I'm at the Farker Park and a truck just drove by. So here's the thing. Technically this is really a short ram intake, but K&N calls it a cold air intake just for the simple fact that they have this heat shield here. Alright, anyways, back to the video. What K&N did was they put this heat shield around the air filter. Here comes another car. God damn it. As soon as I decide to make a video, that's when everybody wants to drive by. But anyway, they put this heat shield around the air filter, so it's supposed to help isolate the air filter from the heat inside the engine compartment. So that's why K&N calls it a cold air intake, but in all reality, it's really a short ram air intake with a heat shield around it. Because it really doesn't, a true cold air intake, this filter will actually be relocated outside of the engine compartment, which generally that means it would be inside your fender well or somewhere like that, but it won't actually be inside the engine compartment under the hood. And what I had to do was take the whole factory intake tubing out, but this is the factory mass airflow sensor. And here comes another truck. That's a raggedy ass rendezvous. There's no reason a rendezvous should be that loud. Anyways, so what I had to do was take the, you know, this is a 99 F150, 5.4 liter Triton. And here comes another vehicle. And another one. So what I had to do was take that, on that they pretty much already have a pop filter in there, but it's just paper and it's fully enclosed with a snorkel that goes out. I don't know if you can see it, this hole right here. But what you have to do is have to take that cone part apart, and this hole from here back to here is actually inside of that enclosed pod thing that they have inside the truck. And you had to take all of that out. So that's the airflow sensor, the mass airflow sensor, and the bracket for it. And you also have to take this temperature sensor right here out of the stock tubing, and you reuse all of that with the K&N setup. And with the K&N setup, all you get is this heat shield, this rubber, like really weather stripping, some bolts, these hose clamps, this tube, and the air filter. And then on the mass airflow sensor bracket, you actually have this, like I don't really want to say it's steel, but it's not aluminum either, I don't think. But it mounts onto this, and they supply you with this gasket right here to make it airtight. And that's pretty much it. But other than that, I haven't really done anything else to the truck at all, really, to be honest with you. I did my coolant drain and fill, which didn't really do much because as you can see, which I had to get that checked out. So some of my research actually said that on these Triton V8s, if your coolant kind of looks something like, I don't know if y'all can see that, but it kind of looks like almost like coffee with a whole lot of creamer in it. It's kind of like a beige color. Mind you, the coolant I put in it was like a lime green color. But anyway, they said when it looks like that, chances are it could be, well, it could be a head gasket, but typical, I guess, what is typical of these trucks is the oil cooler gets clogged up or something. And then that'll cause somehow oil to start getting in your cooling system. So the truck seems to be burning oil. You can't tell it by the exhaust because black smoke doesn't come out. White smoke doesn't come out. White smoke does come out when you first start it up, but it's just your general condensation kind of smoke. Once the truck warms up, you don't see it anymore. But roughly, depending on how much I drive it and how hard I drive, I have to put about roughly a half a quart of oil in it every 2 to 3 weeks. But there's no oil leaking underneath the truck. Ever since I've had the truck, this is the only sign of any kind of leaking you may see, which you don't see anything, but it looks like oil and stuff is getting around here. But I wipe it off and it doesn't seem to build up anymore. So I don't exactly really know what's going on with that. On the other side you can see is the coolant. When I first drained and filled this up, this right here was the color of the fresh coolant that I put in, which was kind of like a lime green color. Now it's this color again. So I don't know. Just not as dark as it was when I first, before I did the coolant change. Other than that, I haven't done anything else to the truck. I just have a, see. Whoa, shoot, I almost fell. Oh my hell. I just put these little decals on the window because I have a Flowmaster Super 44 single inlet, single outlet muffler on it and the K&N Cold Air Intake, supposedly. Next major thing I plan on doing is that. My rear diff cover is rusty as all hell. And shocks. Looks like the truck already has about a 2-inch lift on it. But I'll probably get that redone too. Let's see about getting like a 4-inch lift put on it. Or maybe even sometime in the near future, like if I wait until next year, I might just put out the $1,500 or so to actually have something like a 6 or 7-inch lift kit put on. But till next time, over and out, folks.